Hey guys, so I'm about to make empanadas. A lot of people are intimidated making empanadas because they think it's difficult. It's not difficult at all. It just takes a little bit of time because you have to assemble each individual empanada. But if you make the filling ahead, which is what I did here, I made the filling last Sunday when I was meal prepping to have it ready, and I just popped it in the freezer when it was done. And then that way I could take it out the morning of the day I'm gonna have empanadas, leave them on the counter, and they, can defrost on the counter, and by the time you get home from work or ready to make dinner, the filling is ready. This is 4 chicken thighs that I air fried, seasoned as if I was going to eat chicken thighs for dinner, and then I let them cool down, took everything off the bone, sauteed some onions, and over here I have the Goya empanada wrappers, which come frozen, and I bought 2 kinds. There's puff pastry and regular, and these are the baking kind. I've never tried the ones to bake in the oven, but we're trying to make better choices, so I got the baking ones. Here I have 2 eggs, and I'm going to put a splash of milk, beat that, and that's going to be my egg wash to brush over them when I'm done. Now, these wrappers are super convenient. They come frozen. Take it out in the morning, leave it on the counter, and let it defrost with the filling. So everything is ready when you get home. And they come with plastic in between each one. So what you want to do is take each wrapper, you're going to roll it a little bit to thin it out a little bit. It's probably going to stick to your rolling pin a little bit, but it doesn't stick too much. It comes off pretty easy. There's a little trick that you can do. I'll show you later. But take 2 tablespoons of filling, and you're going to put that right in the middle there. And these are customizable. I mean, you can make beef filling, chicken filling. You can do cheese only empanadas. You can use egg wash on the edges to seal that. I don't do that. I just use a fork because if you press down firmly, you're sealing it perfectly sealed with a fork, number one. Number two, it makes it look pretty. So when you're crimping the edges, it gives it that finished, homemade, country, beautiful look. And the edges get extra crispy because you're crimping it down, thinning it out, and making grooves. And those top edges get super crispy and delicious. And it's perfectly sealed. It's gorgeous. See that? And then I'm going to brush them later. But a little trick. These empanada wrappers come with a little plastic sheet between each wrapper. Use those to your advantage. Peel off an empanada, leave the plastic underneath, and then take one of the plastic sheets from a previous one that you rolled, put it right on top, and you're going to roll it between the 2 plastics. And you're going to give it 2 rolls one way, then you're going to flip it, give it 2 rolls the other way because you want it nice and even, and give it another 2 rolls just like that. And it's going to be perfect because then all you do is pick it up, peel the plastic apart, super easy, it doesn't stick at all, and voila, you have your wrapper ready to fill. So you just keep doing this. I'm going to make 24 because I'm making it for dinner, but I always like to have extra empanadas because you can eat them room temperature, you can eat them cold, you can warm them up a little bit in the air fryer. You don't want to microwave them because then they can get like chewy or soggy. No good. But you can warm them up in the oven. You can warm them up in the air fryer. You can eat them room temperature if you want. Just take them out of the fridge and let them sit for a couple hours and just eat them room temp. We eat them like that all the time. You can make, look at that. Look how cute that looks. And I'm just going to keep going here. So they take a little bit of time to make, but they're not difficult to make. And it's something that you can make, once a month, special occasion. And you can even make these sweet. You can fill them with like Nutella. You can put some guava paste and some cheese. Or you can put some like date spread and cheese. And when you bake it, the cheese gets nice and melty. So you could do sweet. You could do savory. You could do chicken. You can do beef. You can do cheese only. And you can customize the filling. If you can put cheese in the chicken, like shredded cheddar cheese. You can make taco flavored seasoned empanadas where you can use your leftover taco meat, put some cheddar cheese in there with the taco meat, and you dip in sour cream. I mean, basically, it's a clean slate. and they're so easy to make. And that's it. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep filling these. A lot of times I like to put my phone in front of me and I just like watch a movie or I watch YouTube videos. And I just sit there making the empanadas. So I'm distracted watching something, and at the same time, I'm getting dinner made, and it's something special. Okay, so I'm gonna finish assembling these, and I have a baking sheet with parchment paper that I sprayed with a little bit of olive oil so they don't stick. And now that I have them all here, I'm gonna take my egg wash and I'm gonna brush each one of these because that's gonna give them that golden, shiny, delicious color when they bake. And you wanna make sure you get the edges, you get the top, the sides. But don't go crazy like pouring it on there because then they'll bake onto the sheet and the egg will pool at the bottom and you don't want it to stick to the paper. So just brush them nicely with your little brush, just like that. And make sure this extra step makes all the difference. So these are all brushed, and now I'm gonna put them in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. I usually leave them in for 25 to 30 minutes because I like them darker, but that's what they look like at 25 minutes right there at 375. They're perfectly golden brown. And now that's my second batch. I'm going to put those in the oven. And that's it. Look at that. They're super flaky, super golden brown, and it's like the perfect amount of filling. Look at that. Gorgeous. So good. These were so delicious. I'm going to show you how we serve these up for dinner. So this is how we serve them up for dinner. So we have the warm, flaky, delicious empanadas that just came out of the oven. And while they were baking, I made a huge, delicious salad with multi-textures. We have spring mix. We have arugula, which has a peppery taste and it's a firmer green. And we have raw onion. We have apple with the peel on. Everybody loves a little extra fiber in their diet, so I leave the peel on. We have pumpkin seeds that are roasted, unsalted. We have some feta cheese. We have some avocado. And that's it. I used extra virgin olive oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper to dress it up. And so we have a huge salad with the nice empanadas, and it took me an hour from start to finish. From the time that I stood at the counter, opened the container of filling, unwrapped the empanadas, till the time we sat down to eat.